But every day I learn something new. Said every day now I learn something new.
You gave me that permission that I was seeking, that I didn't know I was seeking, to let go and be more open and out there. Yeah, it's definitely been a let go of the rope kind of thing and let it flow. So that's been probably the biggest thing that I've encountered.
I saw a huge difference from last time to today.
Watching my eyes move and stuff, which you've talked to me about. And
yeah.
Would you stop doing that? Just stop that. And,
well, you did stop doing it. So that was great.
Yeah, being more open and vulnerable.
Yeah, good. I'm really seeing some improvements. I'm very pleased.
I've really realized kind of how to accomplish a lot of things. Like a lot of the things you've said to me, I've heard before. Like I've seen the lessons and you've said them before, but this time it really clicked. Like the whole having your objective kind of pull you through. I've never really felt it like that till today. And like I remember probably each session you've probably said at least once to me, like it kind of looks like you're always worried or sad, or you're kind of like crying your way through it. And I've never really I understood what you meant, but I didn't really get how to fix it till this session. I really realized it's about the thoughts and your tactics and objectives. So even though tactics and objectives are kind of like a basic thing, like probably one of the first things we talk about like in your written lessons, is really kind of being solidified in my head now. I really get it now.
It's easy to write it down, it's easy to read it, but really understanding how to implement it, it really takes class. It really takes trying and doing and being corrected. That's what it takes to put it into use.
Yeah, I just feel like it's like you said, it's practicing, it's doing the work. And I feel today I just felt really confident in every class. I think I'm getting more and more comfortable performing. It just makes me excited to actually like eventually be able to work with people like face to face.
Yeah. Well, why not? Because you're great. You're good.
Oh,
you're good.
I don't know. I hope that I never are satisfied fully, but
well, yeah, that is a constant, it's a lifetime pursuit of getting better and stronger and more authentic, and to truly be in your character's mind at all times. That takes forever.
Yeah, and I remember the first class that I did, there were like moments where I felt like I was in it, and now it's easier to turn on, but it's after, I think this is my 6th or 7th class. Like it's becoming more of a normal feeling, which is
you feel more like an actor, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you identify with the fact that I'm an actor now. I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, it just becomes like economical. Like you memorize the lines, you think the character's thoughts, and it's just easier to get there. And I don't mean to like oversimplify it, because but you know what I'm saying? Like I just, there's less of a fear after doing it so many times.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah, I think the kind of thinking about the objective and how you're kind of always trying to achieve that objective, like even if you have to kind of concede a little bit, like with this one where it was like, yeah, okay, I am mad, I am hurt, but I'm back on my objective. I'm trying to make a point. And just how kind of having that in mind and really focusing on that kind of ties the whole thing together.
Good. And I think I've seen you also let go a little bit more, to give yourself permission to be more expressive and to use your words in a more vivid way.
Yeah.
More vividly, you're using it. And that makes a big difference in your performance. That you're not trying to control it. You're not trying to not show too much,
Yeah, it feels different. I feel like I'm not kind of trying to like control it and keep it small.
Good.
I'm gonna try and say this thought, but I feel like this class around I learned more about layering the performance. So like you have the words, the subtext, the tactics, but I feel like each time we worked on it, we added a new layer to what we were doing, and it made it feel more fleshed out, more complete, more depth. So I don't know if layers is the right word, but that's how I'm understanding.
Yeah, that makes sense. I use the word layer sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that a multi-layered performance is what you do want, because people are complicated. You know, it's
Absolutely.
you want this thing, but you're bringing your whole life's experience along with you in this particular piece, aren't you? You know, and and you've got to really relate to your character in a very down to earth way, and to use it as far as your purpose and relationship are concerned. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
So my initial goal was to just feel comfortable performing in front of people again, which I think I accomplished as well. I've always gotten the note, and I think you touched on it today, of being able to be expressive and like performative, and that on that side, I feel like I'm able to convey a message, but I really need to, I have all these instincts, and I think it's more about learning how to cultivate and trust those instincts and push further, because I know I'm hitting certain aspects of what I want to accomplish, but I'm a little apprehensive about really crossing that threshold. And
it's funny that you use the word push, because I used to have this opera teacher. I was an opera singer first, and I had this teacher that would always say, I no like the word push, but if you gotta push, you gotta push right here, but I have to say, I no like the word push. You don't really want to push, but what you want to do is think.
Yeah.
It's in your mind. If you got to push in your thoughts. Okay. Really push those thoughts and really change them and make them, because you are already a very open, flowing kind of person. That's just, you do that right away. You are good at that. But what's behind the eyes is what we sometimes are missing. And the way you get what's behind the eyes is what you think behind the eyes.
Yeah.
Right. And definitely it improved this time a lot.
So what clicked for me today was, you said something at the very beginning when you were talking to Felicia about what's just happened right before this, like the moment before. And like that's going to affect like how you're coming into the scene, like what you're expecting to get. And so I felt like today with that, and then also like us working through the changes in tactics, it really felt like it helped connect the scene and the stakes, like, and the character to like the actual work of doing the scene and staying present in the scene. Like all of that kind of, felt like it, like Felicia was saying, it sort of just felt like it fell more into place today. Yeah, just that challenge of that metaphor that you always use of staying on the road and getting back on the road and staying on the road. And once you find that, like, it's like you stay on like the course of energy and you just keep like riding it. And then you just keep choosing different ways to get what you want. I don't know. It just felt a lot more seamless today. I think connecting sort of all of those pieces together.
I just really recommend to people to allow your words to take you moment to moment. Because as your character is thinking of your words and saying them, they are in their moment.
Yes. Yeah. Staying in the moment with your character being there.
In your character's thoughts. And what is your character thinking? They're always thinking, how can I say this in a better way so that I can change this person? And what is it that they're saying? Their words. So they're choosing their words in that moment. So when you're in your word, when you're in each word as you say it, you're in your character's moment.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? That's a lot of moments and a lot of words.
No, it does, absolutely. Because to your character, it's just, and therefore to you, it's just the moment. Like it just is.
In that moment, you're trying to use this word in the most effective way possible. And then you go to the next one and the next one and the next one. So your words are your moments. Right.
And then doing the exercise with you of ad-libbing as your character. We've done that before in trying to, I think, figure out tactics and like make a point and really feel what it feels like for that character to make that point. But having the character evaluate whether or not they got what they wanted afterward brought that sort of to a new level that I thought was really helpful. Because then you can feel what that feels like to not get it. And then it helps you subsequent times.
Yeah, there was a guy.
To keep it.
There was a guy who posted a monologue on Reddit. He was pleading to the judge to have for leniency and to be released from prison. And I kept asking him, did you do the best you could? I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him. Did you do the best you could to get free from prison? Because otherwise you got to go back. Right?
That's a really great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because you get one shot in your audition, or hypothetically you want to do your best take or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But also the character gets one shot.
The character only gets one shot to really accomplish what they want to accomplish with their words, with what they're saying, with the other person. To get that person to change in the way they want them to change. You got one chance. So let your character do the best they can.
But every day I learn something new. Said every day now I learn something new. You might not understand